Raising VC in Silicon Valley. As a female POC Squad founder and CEO, Isa Watson shares the ups and downs of her unique path. Nathan Beckord, contributor. Share on Twitter. Nathan Beckord is CEO of Foundersuite.com, a software platform for raising capital and managing investors that has helped entrepreneurs raise over $2 billion since 2016. He is also the host of Foundersuite's How I Raised It podcast. More posts by this contributor. 2017 is the year your startup gets funded. Tips from the Startup Fundraising Playbook. As the world grows increasingly digital, the craving for face-to-face connections is surging. Squad, an invite-only community and app, is trying to fill the need for offline connections by curating tight-knit events for Gen Z and Millennials. It mimics building relationships in real life, says founder and CEO Isa Watson. It's an idea that investors are already backing. Squad closed a $3.5 million seed round and plans to raise its Series A in early 2020, but the road to securing that round was anything but easy. During a conversation on the How I Raised It podcast, Watson shared the ups and downs of her unique path to fundraising. Establish credibility for a few years before fundraising. She started by putting some of the earliest capital into the business herself with support from her family. She then worked her way through more than 200 meetings in Silicon Valley to build up her credibility as a founder, a step that she can't stress enough, before Squad even started its official seed round. Despite the fact that I went to MIT, despite the fact that I managed $1 billion product at JP Morgan Chase and even built a huge digital product, I was still a Silicon Valley outsider, Watson says. People sometimes have the perception that being an alumni at a top US university will mean they can go to Silicon Valley and just be in, Watson explains, but that's not quite how it works. It takes a lot of work and a lot of credibility building, she says. That's what I was doing for a few years before we actually did our official seed round. By the time I did it, it was like my reputation preceded me and there was enough familiarity with me. Isa Watson, Squad founder and CEO. Don't do the cold outreach thing, warm introductions only. Despite taking more than 200 meetings in her efforts to crack Silicon Valley, Watson never took a cold meeting. Cold outreach is a tactic that I see a lot of founders using, she says, whereas I would argue that the more effective introduction comes from someone who knows someone. Leveraging the connections she built was critical in connecting Watson to her eventual funders. They're all referring you to the next 3 people to talk to, Watson says. It becomes like tree branches. For more on this story, visit the news article link.